Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena. Where your Wild is on the ice warming up now, getting ready to go. In a matchup between the Wild and the SISU Thunderbirds out of Columbus. Last time these teams met up, we walked away with one win and a tie. So we'll see what today holds. As we clock revs down on the warm-up, we get ready to get this game underway. I have here next to me the one and the only number 10 from the 12U team, Landon Estep. Hello, Landon.
Hello.
What's going on today, bud?
Nothing much.
What do you expect to happen in this game today?
A lot of contact and a lot of goals, most likely.
All right. Well, as they huddle up and get ready, their final rally and prayer. We'll check in on the Thunderbirds on the other end as they gather up. We'll get started here in just a minute. All right, taking the ice out here is looks like Jake Holly, Kane Adkins, Braden Miller, Walker Dedrick, Cruz Berry in the back. Got referees Bill and referees Wade, and the puck is dropped. Thunderbirds control. Holly with a shoulder. Kane gets it, passes to Miller. Miller carries up the wall, dumps it in, and they're going to call offside. I don't know either. Kane with the draw, goes back to Holly, tries to send it ahead. T-Bird send it back. Barry sends it over to Walker Dedrick. Derek tries to clear. Dedrick, not Derek, has to clear. Sent back in by the T-Birds. T-Birds try to center, knocked away by Barry. Sent behind the net. Picked up on the other side by Holly. Going to pass it behind the net over to Miller. Intercepted by the T-Birds. Miller gets it back. Sends it back up. T-Birds able to keep it in. They put a shot on. A light shot there. Then steers that away. A hit on the far side board by Holly and Adkins. Miller carries it back out. He goes all the way in. Makes a move around a T-Bird. And getting ready to set for a shot there, and it's like it's batted away. Picked up at center ice by Grayson Gosling. Barry gets it, sends it ahead to Miller. Miller tries to send it in. T-Bird sent it right back out to neutral. Picked up again in our own end there. Holly clears it out to neutral. Miller picks it up. He skates. And he takes a nice shot. And the goalie looks like he got a piece of that and sends it wide. Sent back down the other end. Jonah passes it ahead. Goes to the corner. Big hit in the corner there on Gosling. And the puck is sent back the other way, all the way to the other end. Picked up by the T-Birds. Tries to clear. Gibson able to keep it in. He sends it on in deep. And he has, it looks like it maybe went into the back of the net there on the back side of the goal. Did we get a whistle? We got Davis, Gibson, and Maggard. Allen forwards. Leighton Walker, Barry on defense. Face off, controlled by the Wild. Walker puts it on in deeper. T-Birds pick it up behind the net, send it around the boards. Gibson there to get it. He sends a pass back to Barry. Barry tries to get a shot on it, hits a T-Bird. He tries to center it, gets another T-Bird. And T-Bird sent it back out to neutral. It's going to be picked up by Walker. Walker sends it ahead. Tries to hit Davis with the pass there, but it goes on in the neutral zone. T-Birds pick it back up at neutral. They try to carry it in. And this time they dump it in deep. Picked up on the near wall by Gibson. Gibson sends it back out to neutral. Picked up by the T-Birds again. And they send it back in. Picked up by Walker there. He's going to skate behind the net. Sends it on around the boards. And all the way out into neutral. T-Bird collects the puck. Davis putting pressure on. Sends it up the wall. And Gibson able to keep that back in. T-Birds skate it out. Try to pass. Misses. Sent back into neutral. T-Birds skate it through neutral. And they get it in off of the skate. They do try to set up. It is picked up by Maggard, who sends it ahead to Bo Ruth. And Ruth got a little bit of step on some way there, but the T-Birds able to knock it away. Ruth still pursuing that. A bid call on the ice now. Wynn also on the ice. Dedrick picks up in neutral. He dumps it in deep. Try to send it up the boards there, and they do clear. It's back out to neutral. And send up the wall. This big boy from the Thunderbirds here, Mook. Sent back in deep. Behind the net, sent the wall. T-Birds send it right back in, goes behind the net, goes the other way. T-Birds pick it up on the other side. Back to the point. He tries to get a shot on, but Ruth able to get his stick on that and deflect it away. Woods moves it up the boards to the point. T-Birds try to put it in again. It goes to the corner. And this time Wynn brings it out. Sends it ahead to Call. Call skating with it. He's got a step on him. He's going to get a shot off. And he's scores! Ben Call with a goal with 8:32 left in the first period. Gets a step ahead of the T-Birds and able to bury that one away for a goal. All right. We line up for the face-off. We got a 1-0 score now. Adkins takes it. Skates it in. He tries to get a shot off. It's knocked away. Picked up in the corner by Miller. Miller skates it on out. Sends a pass back to Walker, who puts a shot on. And that hits a pad and goes to the side. Dropping the point this time. Holly backhands a pass over to Adkins, and he's knocked down, and we're going to get a penalty on the T-Birds with 8:01 remaining. We're going to get a penalty for elbowing. All right, a minute and 30. We're on the power play. Goes back to Barry. Holly centers it. not able to get the shot off there. Sent back out to neutral. T-Birds bring it on in deep, and they get a shot on Jonah, who steers it away. And the T-Birds get a rebound, and they get on the board. Shorthanded goal with 7:42 left. T-Birds with a shorthanded goal. So we're tied up at 1 now with 7:41 left in the first period. And we're still in the power play here. Hopefully we can get that one back. Atkins wins face-off back to Barry. Barry sends it ahead. T-Birds able to tip it back out to neutral. T-Birds come back the other way. Woods there to defend. He blocks the shot, sent around behind the net. Up the wall. T-Birds wind up and take a shot at that. And Jonah is able to steer that to the side. Over to Holly. Holly sends a pass. Bounces off the skate, but it gets on the stick of Miller. Miller sends it back to center. Trying to hit Atkins with that, but it gets turned over to the Thunderbirds. And it's about on the neutral zone for it. Holly with it. Sends it back to Gosling. Gosling sends it to Miller. Miller gets blasted. And no call there. And it's sent in, but it is icing. And I wasn't saying that should have been a call. That was you know, a check. I just, sometimes they call stuff like that. 6:42 remaining in the first. Maggard taking the face off. Maggard wins it back to Walker. Walker tries to get a shot on, and he gets hit pretty hard. And battle in front of the net for it, but it pops back out. T-Birds pass out the center, and he is clotheslined, it looked like. I don't think that's what he meant to do, but that is what looked like it happened. So we're going to go to the box for a penalty now. With 6:19, we are on the penalty kill. I didn't see what he called there. Likely it was roughing. Puck headed back on the Thunderbirds end, and they call ice on that. So we're going to go back to the wild zone. Win with the draw. Won by the Wild. Ghazi sends it up the wall. Goes all the way through neutral, and they're saying play it. T-Birds pick it up in their own zone. Sent ahead. Back to neutral. Wins there to poke that away. Back in neutral again. Chipped in. Ghazi goes after it. He turns and has plenty of time to set up, and he sends it on around over to Barry, and he's taken out with a shot from the T-Birds. It goes high and over the net, and we got a hit in the corner there. Well, Barry's going to go to the box now. So both are going to the box.
The penalty for them was unsportsmanlike.
So we got a hit from the back. So sounded like he called hit from the back on Barry, and then the T-Birds got a elbowing. So offsetting penalties. T-Birds win the draw. Ghazi picks it up. He's tripped up. Puck goes out to neutral. T-Birds send it right back in. 5:08 left. Woodsy picks it up. Wood skates behind the net, and he sends it all the way out. And it was going to go on, I thought it was going to go on net there, but it goes just beside the goalie, so they're going to take it back the other end for icing. Five minutes even left on the clock, first period. Face-off goes over to Jonah. Jonah steers it onto the corner. T-Birds pick it up. They pass it back to the defender and take a shot through traffic, and the puck is bouncing, but Jonah's able to steer that aside. Big hit behind the net by Woods. Sent back out. Holly picks it up. He tries to hit Call with it. Intercepted by the T-Birds. Holly pressuring. T-Birds have it in neutral, and they cannot get that puck in our zone, and they finally do, and he puts a long shot for the blue line on the Jonah, who's going to cover it up. 4:18 remaining in the first period. Face-off controlled by the Wild, sent back. Walker able to try to send it on around, and Dedrick sends it back the other direction. It goes out, and it's picked up by Kane, Adkins, and Miller with the 2-on-1 and a shot. And the goalie is able to steer that away, and the net is knocked off. So we get a whistle there to reset. Adkins and Miller got away there on that 2-on-1, and Miller there, right there, had there been a rebound. So almost on that one. 3:54 remaining in the first period. Face-off won by the Wild. Back to Dedrick, sends it ahead to Adkins. Adkins chips it ahead. Miller picks it up. He's got it in the corner. Sends it back to Adkins. Adkins skates with it. He backhands it to, oh no, it's stuck over there on the wall. Dedrick tries to get a backhand shot there. Picked up by Adkins. He's pinned up in the corner. Puck breaks free, comes out to neutral, and it's picked up by Walker, who does a between the legs pass over to Holly, sends it up to Davis, and then it is caught by the T-Birds and sent back the other direction for an icing call. So with 3:07 left, we get the face off in the Thunderbirds end. Maggard out for the face-off. Davis gets him with him. Face-off. T-Birds try to clear it out. Long shot put on by Goswick, goes wide. Gibson tries to center it. Caught by the T-Birds, sent around behind the net. Back out to Ghazi, who keeps it in momentarily, but it is knocked and then sent back out to neutral, and we got another penalty coming up. This is on the Thunderbirds, and we're calling a hooking. T-Birds going to the box for hooking at 2:40 remaining in the first period, and hopefully we can get something going on this power play. The last power play we had ended up in a shorthanded goal, so if we can turn that around. We got Holly, Adkins, and Call lining up. Oh, they're kicking Call off and putting Ghazi in there. Ghazi plays defense, but puck is dropped. And T-Birds get it back out to center. Woodsy picks it up. He turns, tries to clear it. T-Birds get their stick on that, and they try to get a shot off, but it is tipped back out to neutral. T-Birds pick it up, send it back in. Dedrick picks it up. Dedrick skates across the red line, tries to hit a pass to Kane. T-Birds send it back out to neutral, and they skated in, and they get a shot on Jonah, who gloves it and stops play. 2:03 left in the first period. Face off, won by the Wild, sent back to Woods. Woods skates behind the net with it. And he's going to bring it out and send a pass up to Call. Goes all the way to the wall. Call picks it up. He's roughed up by a couple T-Birds there, digging for the puck. Holly digs it out. Tries to send it back to Dedrick. Misses, goes deep into our own end. Woodsy picks it up behind the net. Sends it ahead to Holly, misses, goes to neutral. T-Birds pick it back up again, and they chip it back in. Holly picks it up in the corner. Turned over to the T-Birds, back out. Woodsy almost skates it out. T-Birds take it. Wild take it back. T-Birds, Wild, going back and forth. T-Bird goes down, he wants a call, he's not getting it. Oh. I guess they call it, yeah, offside. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Tied up at 1-1. Maggard lines up for the face-off with Gibson and Davis. T-Birds in the draw. Skated in, get a shot on. Rebound comes out, another shot on. Jonah's able to stop that one with 50 seconds remaining. Face off won by the T-Birds. Back to the point, sent a shot on. Intercepted, sent back out, sent back behind the net. Gibson in the corner there. T-Birds get it and try to make a quick shot there on the backhand. It goes wide and sent back out to center ice. And all the way to the T-Birds end. Maggard pressures. Tries to pass, it's caught by Davis. Keeps it in, turned over to the Thunderbirds again. T-Birds go behind the net. Put into the wall by Maggard. Gibson also there. T-Birds come out with it. And they're having trouble keeping it. Davis gets it momentarily before he can get a shot off there. The buzzer sounds, and that is the end of the first period. So we're going to take a short break and catch our breath, and I'm going to get a cough drop because I've got some head stuff going on here, if you can't tell. So I'll be right back. All right, back out, period 2 underway. Face off, won by the Wild. Sent back up to Adkins. T-Birds get it, chip back the other way. Dedrick sends it to Woods. Woods turns, sends it to Holly. Can't get the pass, goes to neutral. He picks it up, and it goes over to the Thunderbirds, who sent it back the other direction. Dedrick again tries to chip it ahead, but the Thunderbirds are there, and it's like Jonah is going to get on that and freeze it. Number 87 playing for the Thunderbirds today is an Athens player who's been, their ice has been down, so he's been practicing with us and the Thunderbirds. So he's getting the game in today. T-Birds get a shot, and Jonah's able to save that. Adkins wins the draw back to Woods, who sends it up the wall and out. Holly puts pressure on there. T-Birds able to send it back in. And they get a low shot on Jonah, who steers it to the side. Goes over to the far wall. T-Birds pick it up over there, but it's chipped out by Miller all the way. Holly chases. McAvoy has it. Holly gets it away from him. And Holly tries to backhand a pass to center. It gets knocked by his stick. McAvoy skates it all the way to the other end, and he gets bumped by Miller. And Woodsy and McAvoy there are just messing around with each other. They get along very well at practice. So. Up the draw, Maggard over to Davis. Davis sends it ahead. There's the T-Birds. Sent back to Goslick. Goslick tries to get a pass. It hits a T-Bird and sent back the other direction. Goslick gets it again. This time he passes it to Davis, so it takes a weird bounce off the wall, and it's sent over to Gibson. Gibson tries to control. Gibson goes in, tries to put it on net. It goes around the wall. Gibson picks it up again, tries to center it. Maggard tips it back. It comes out. Walker gets it. He dumps it right back in. Sent over to the T-Birds, and they send it back, but Gozzi's there to get that, and he skates it in and makes a nice pass to Gibson, who rips a shot, and rebound goes out, but nobody had time to get there. It's sent up the wall. T-Birds send it, almost on the stick of Gibson again, who has a really nice hard shot. Maggard to the corner. He puts a hit on, and there's a shot on net. Goes back to the corner again, this time centered out. Gibson tries to get his stick on it, but he's tied up by a T-Bird, and Walker sends it back in deep. Goes behind the net, over to Davis. Davis sends it right out front, Maggard not able to get his stick on it, and it's sent out by the Thunderbirds as Ghazi and Walker skate back for it. Ghazi sends it back into neutral ice. T-Birds pick it back up again. And it is sent ahead, steered away by Jonah. Sent up the wall to Davis. Davis couldn't get his stick on it. Goes all the way to the Thunderbirds, who send it all the way in, and now it's chipped back out. T-Birds try to chip it in deep, and Ghazi sticks his leg out there and knocks it right back out to neutral. A leg like that, Ghazi may need to try goalie out. Send it back ahead, and a shot chipped ahead to Jonah, who takes a bounce and he gets it into his glove. So 10:39 remaining in the second period, and we're still knotted at 1 each. Win with the face-off, one back to Woods. Woods skates it out. He skates around. He is going to go all the way. He rips a shot there. It goes wide. Ruth sends it back to Dedrick. Dedrick tries to get a shot on. Not able to get his stick on that. It goes back all the way to the other end, and Mr. Jonah is going to play that one. Or not play it, he's going to freeze it. And I forgot to switch cameras on that run. Sorry about that. Woods brought that out, and he skated around and took it all the way and took a shot in between the blue line and the top of the face-off circle. And here he comes again. This time he makes a move, and he's tied up by a T-Bird before he can get a shot off. Battle behind the net. And a backhand attempt. And we got some pushing and shoving there. Attempted shot and trying to get a hold of that rebound there, and
it's every game, Bill.
Ben call there getting pushed on. So no penalty there. Face off. 9:45 remaining. T-Birds come back. Got a 3-on-1. Call catches up, evens it out, and offside. So Barry's still in the box. I'm not sure what time he gets to come out, but he should be about any time. T-Birds get a shot on. Jonah steers that away, goes to the corner. Ghazi sends it back up at the wall. It looked like it popped out, but I guess they kept it in. T-Birds control. Skate it back in. Wynn puts pressure on, sends it back. T-Birds send it back to the point, and they get a shot on it, goes wide. Battle behind the net. They try to center it out there, but it gets knocked away. It's picked up by Ruth. Ruth is put into the wall at neutral. And it's skated back in by the Thunderbirds. T-Birds get a shot off there, and I think it just hit someone there in front of the net. And it's sent back out to center. Wynn tries to get out. He gets bumped. And he gets bumped again. So I don't know if they just called offside here or if they're calling a penalty. I think it is. Yeah, they're just calling offside.
You got to protect yourself out there. They're not going to call anything.
T-Birds win it. Tries to dump it in. He hits Adkins. T-Birds get it back. He stayed in, he makes some moves around, tries to get a shot off. He's tied up by Miller. Miller goes in the corner. And he's going to send it on around behind the net. And picked up by Miller, sent back the other direction. Picked up by Holly. He tries to send it on out. And Thunderbirds able to keep that in. Barry is now back on the ice. Sent around the corner to Holly. He takes a weird hop. He tries to get a shot on. He gets a shot on. Jonah's able to stop that. T-Birds firing from the blue line. Goes in wide. And this time it is cleared out. As Adkins puts the pressure on. They try to clear it. Holly stops it. But he skates in front of it. T-Birds come back. Put a shot on. Jonah gloves it. And we get a whistle. And he's holding his hand. It must have had some heat on that one. 7:25 remaining in the second period. Maggard off the draw, sends it to Gibson. Gibson skates. He puts a shot on, a long shot on, and goes off the pad of the T-Birds goalie. Sent to the wall. Maggard tries to get a pass to Ghazi. It almost goes out. Ghazi keeps it in. And T-Birds trying to clear. Maggard puts on pressure. Davis sends it back to Gosling. Gosling sends it ahead to Gibson. Gibson makes a move. And he loses possession for a second, gets it back, and a shot! And we got a goal. See if I can see what happened here. That was Davis with that backhand. So it is 2-1. With 6:49 remaining in the second period. Off the draw back to Woods, up to Gibson. Gibson sends it over to Maggard. Maggard skates through. He's trying to get a shot on. And it comes off his stick. Davis gets a shot. Sent back out to center. And they'll be able to get the stick on that one. Ghazi takes a shot from the blue line. Gibson tries to deflect. This is the corner. Davis puts pressure on. It's back to Ghazi. Ghazi puts a shot on, but it hits a player and doesn't make it to the net. Davis tied up in the corner. Sends it back. And it is back to Ghazi. He's able to chip it in again. The T-Birds get it and send it back the other direction. Woods picks it up in the far side corner. He bounces off the wall to get around. And it barely comes out as the T-Birds ship it back in, and they're going to blow it dead for icing. 5:52 remaining in the second period. Off the draw, Ben Call comes out with it. He skates it in. He goes around. Couple T-Birds. He sets up. He takes a shot from the side of the face-off circle. It goes around behind the net. Picked up by Ruth. He's tied up on the wall behind the net. T-Birds work it out. Wynn's there to pick it up. Now Wynn's battling for it behind the net, along with Ruth and another T-Bird. Wynn tries to center it up there. T-Bird gets a stick on that. Wynn tries to center it again. Same thing. Sent back out to the point. And a pass from Barry over to Call. He gets a shot on. The goalie's able to save that one. And it is sent back out to neutral to Walker. Walker sends it over to Barry. Barry sends it in deep. And all the way around behind that up the wall. Call almost getting a shot off there, but his stick is tied up. Walker sends a sauce pass over, and it is picked up by Barry. Barry firing a cruise missile there at the goalie and saves it. It is sent back all the way the other direction, and they are not calling icing on this. It's picked up by Leighton Walker, sends it all the way around the wall. Nobody there to collect it though. And it's sent. I didn't know what was going on there, but we have a got a stoppage in play here and a penalty assessed on the Thunderbirds. I didn't see the call, but I'm likely it was too many men because they were making a line change. But we go on a power play and we get to face off in Thunderbirds territory.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, I don't understand that.
4:23 remaining in the second period. Wild goes on a power play, face off, won by the Thunderbirds, set back out to neutral. Sent ahead, Woods picks it up, he turns. Tries to hit Adkins with a pass, it comes off his stick over to Holly. Holly skates it all the way in and he dumps it in deep, goes behind the goal. Picked up by the Thunderbirds on the other side, they try to clear. But Woods is going to line up for a hard shot, but it goes wide. Picked up on the other side by Barry, he tries to send it back in, but the Thunderbirds able to send it back out to center. Uh-oh, turnover. And the Thunderbirds come back the other way with it. Get a sneaky little shot there from McAvoy on Jonah. He's able to steer that away. Woods picks it back up again, sends it past to Miller. Miller carries it through neutral. He feeds it ahead to Holly. He's tied up by a couple of Thunderbirds, and it's sent back to neutral again. Picked up by Barry. Barry sends it to Woods. And then it's sent all the way back to Jonah. Jonah steers it to the wall. Woods picks it up, sends it on to Holly. Holly tries to send a pass, but it hits a Thunderbird and sent back to neutral. Thunderbirds try to send it in again. And they get it all the way in. 10 seconds left on the power play. Woods picks it up behind the net, sends it up the wall to Miller. And turned over to the Thunderbirds, who get a shot off, and it's gloved by Jonah. And we're back to full strength with 2:51 remaining in the second period. The 2-1 score. Face off one by the Thunderbirds, send a shot on, and Jonah gloves that one. Face off one by the Thunderbirds again. Hard shot put on. Jonah! Jonah juggles it a couple of times and is able to send it back out to the corner. Jonah has no stick. It's sent back behind the net, comes out, Maggard comes out with it. He skates through neutral. He tries to get a pass over to Gibson, but it hits a Thunderbird stick, and it's sent in all the way. Picked up by Davis in the corner. Sent back out to neutral. Gibson ties up a Thunderbird. They get a hard shot on, it goes wide. And a hard hit in the corner. I'm not sure who that was. You'll see Maggard and Gibson over there. Goes to the wall, sent to the net. Jonah sends that aside. And there's a lot of traffic here in front of the net. A lot of puck going back and forth. Through the wall. Chipped out. Maggard, he kicks it ahead. He goes to neutral. He tries to get a shot on, and it is sent up the wall. Takes all the way down the other end. Ghazi there. battling with a Thunderbird for it with 1:16 left. Thunderbirds try to get out front. A lot of activity, and we got a guy open, and Jared dives on it. Puck still is free. It goes behind the net. Post call there, and it is picked up by Reese behind the net, and Thunderbirds sent it back out to center again. And it's sent all the way back out to neutral. Paul turns it over, and he goes to the corner with it. He tries to center it up. And Thunderbirds take it back the other direction. And he almost gets away. Wild was able to catch up to him and send it back out to center. And it is dumped all the way in. But on this side of the red line, so it's going to be icing. So we go face off in Wild territory with 23.1 seconds remaining.
Face off, Cade.
Atkins lined up for the draw. Wild win it, goes back behind the net. Thunderbirds pick it up. They try to tip it over. Barry sends it on up the wall. Atkins picks it up at the blue line. He skates. He's getting a step ahead. He's going to get a shot on. And looks like a pad save there and sent back to the corner, and time expires. So after 2 periods, we have a 2-1 game. Last games we had with this team was very close as well. Like I said, one of them was a tie, one was a close win. So we knew it was going to be a good game. So we'll take a break here. We'll go to the bench, and we'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, we're back. Atkins, Miller, Holly lining up again. We got Dedrick and Barry in the back. And off the draw, Holly takes it. He sends it back to Barry. Barry turns, sends it over to Dedrick. And it's chipped out by the Wild into center ice. Still in center ice. The battle back and forth. Atkins has it. He chips it ahead. Thunderbirds pick it up. And they head back the other direction. But it is sent over to Dedrick. And Atkins is going to call. Atkins getting called for rough with 13-14 left in the third period. So we're going to penalty kill again for 1:30 and the Atkins roughing penalty. Face-off, win with the face-off. Send it back to Woods. Woods chips it all the way through neutral and into Thunderbirds territory. Thunderbirds turn, try to come out. Holly pressuring. He gets around Holly. That's McAvoy. And it is sent back in the wild end, back up to the blue line. And they pick it back up, skate it in. Tries to feed a pass to center, but Ghazi sends that to the back of the net, and he skates with it. He's got a Thunderbird on him, about half his size. He's going back and forth. He's just killing time. He killed a good 10 or 15 seconds off that penalty. And it goes Thunderbirds with a shot, save. Sent back to the corner. Thunderbirds try to get a shot on net. They got a man wide open at the back door. They send it ahead again. It trickles. It takes a deflection and trickles. But Jonah's able to keep control and keep that out. So Thunderbird has words with Woods there after the play. And Wynn taking the draw. 19 seconds left on the penalty. And by the Thunderbirds, Woods goes to the corner for it. He ties a man up. And it's sent back out to the point to big boy Luke, who puts a hard shot on Jonah. Rebound comes out. Thunderbirds pick it back up. Goes back out to Luke again, who takes another hard shot on this time. It makes it through. So Luke from the Thunderbirds with a goal with 11:42 remaining. That rebound came out, went right back to him again, and he takes another shot on through traffic, and he is able to sneak that one through. So 2-2 in the third period. Atkins goes back the other way with it. 2-on-1. He tries to send it past to Miller, but it was tipped by the Thunderbirds, and they send it back up to Barry. Not able to keep that in. Goes across to Walker. Walker sends it off the wall. Atkins putting the pressure on. Holly stops it. Goes back out to center. Back on the stick of Holly again. Holly turns. He drops a pass back to Barry. Deep into our own zone. Barry sends it all the way to Holly. Nice pass by Barry. And Holly's going to get a long shot on. Pad save. And it's sent back to center. T-Birds pick it back up. They chip it back out. Miller gets it off of his stick on the Holly stick. Holly goes back deep into our own zone. Sends a soft pass up to Adkins. T-Bird goes down. Adkins maintains control, but then he loses it. T-Birds pick it back up, and we got a sandwich there on the Thunderbirds. And it is skated back into the Thunderbirds end, picked up by Atkins. Atkins tries to backhand it. He tries to send it up onto the stick of a T-Bird and go back the other direction. T-Birds get a shot on from the slot, and Jonah is able to stop it. .10:03 remaining in the third period, and we are tied at 2. Pretty much the game I was expecting. Like I said, these were pretty even matchup the last 2 times we played in Columbus at Ice House. They're inside of Nationwide Arena. That's in the corner. Gosling comes out with it. He loses it to a Thunderbird. Thunderbird skates through and backhanded on Jonah. Jonah steers that away. Sent back to the wall. Thunderbirds carry it back in. Jonah is able to steer it on behind the net. Gosling passes it up to Davis. Davis over to Gibson. Gibson gets a shot, and that is turned away and sent to the corner. T-Birds pick it right back up. They come back. It's a 2-on-2. Passes it to the center. He makes a move around, and he's going to backhand it. And saved by Jonah. Off the face off it, it comes back out to neutral. Ruth putting pressure on with two Thunderbirds. They try to clear it. Not able to, and this time they do. Send back out to neutral. They dump it in deep, just behind the net. Sent back up the wall. Ruth there with Thunderbird. He's tied up. Wynn tries to get it. He can't get his stick on it. Sent back to the blue line. Sent over to the other defenseman. They wind up, take a shot, and right in the glove of Jonah. 8:20. 8:20 remaining in the third period. Off the draw, shot put on by the defense. It hits the leg of Woods, deflected away in the corner. Tippers back out to center, picked back up by Call. Call sends it ahead. Woods picks it up. He comes in, he gets bumped. Picked up by McAvoy from the Thunderbirds behind the net. He's going to slow things down. And he sends it all the way out, all the way to the other end. No ice. Oh, there is ice.
Use your head out there!
No, we got a penalty. We got a penalty on Miller for, I didn't see what, interference. My helper next to me saw the call, so he's helping me out. Off the draw back to McAvoy at the point. He fires a shot on it, goes wide. They try to recenter that. And then it goes behind the net there. Ghazi
Get it out!
sends it around the wall. It's sent from Holly up to Adkins, back out to neutral. McAvoy sends it on in. Gosling picks it up behind the net. He gets surrounded by a couple T-Birds. And he is fighting for it. And he is able to fight off two Thunderbirds, but it comes up the wall. Thunderbirds try to send it back in. Holly gets it, tips it out, almost to Adkins, but it bounces. McAvoy picks it back up. And he's going to skate it in offside. 35 seconds remaining on the penalty. 6:44 remaining in the period. Win with the draw. It's back to Barry. Barry sends it up. It hits a Thunderbird, goes back in. Comes out, it's back in the neutral. Mook puts a shot on from the blue line into the glove of Jonah. .6:24 remaining in the third period. 16 seconds left on the penalty. Win with the draw. He wins it, sends it back behind the net. Barry picks it up in the corner. Barry changes directions. Or faked it and then sends it up the wall. Sent back to Barry again. Barry sends it to the other side. Ruth there to pick it up. Ruth sends it over to Barry. Takes a hop over his stick. Goes back to the Thunderbirds defense, who sent it back in on the wall, back behind the net. Thunderbirds sent it back to the blue line with a shot. And Jonah sticks that. It bounces away. We're back to full strength as Dedrick skates it over and sends a shot on from far away, and it just sat there on his pad, but nobody there to collect that. And we're tied up now in neutral zone. Maggard. Thunderbirds send it on around the board. Back to the corner. Dedrick sends a centering pass right out front. A beautiful pass. And they had a guy waiting on that one, so yeah, that's give him credit on that one. That was a good setup. So the Thunderbirds take the lead for the first time in this game, 3-2. And we have 5:12 remaining. Puck trickles back to T-Birds. Maggard puts pressure on. T-Bird goes down. Puck pops back up. Maggard sends it back in deep. Goes behind the net. T-Birds pick it back up again. Pass it forward. T-Birds skate it in and dump it. Goes behind the net. Picked up by Woods. Woods chips it off the glass. Up to Davis. Davis tries to send it back. Gets caught up. Davis regains possession. Then it's turned over again, but now it's picked up by Goslick. And Goslick's going to skate it out. He makes it deep. And he skates all the way in. He still has it. Then he moves it deep into the Thunderbird zone. Now they skate behind the wall. Send back up the boards. T-Birds pick it back up again. Skated in. He tries to get a shot on it. Goes around the wall. Woods with a hit back there. Davis getting hit. That comes back to the blue line and sent back in. Woods is there. They send it back up the wall. Davis is hit. And a shot put on. And Jonah is able to get on that one. 3:45 remaining. Off the draw is a battle for the corner there. Thunderbirds try to get a shot off there, not successful. Picked up by Barry. Barry sends it out over to Holly. Holly gets control. Chips it back in the pass over to Miller, who sends it right up to, tries to hit Atkins with it, but is intercepted by McAvoy. And now they battle for it. It's turned over. Miller and Atkins comes free for a minute. The T-Birds send it back the other direction. And Holly picks it back up. He skates deep into our zone. And he's looking for who wants it. He sends it off the wall to Atkins. Atkins gets it. Atkins gets free. He gets a shot. And it goes wide. Back up the wall. Tied up by Walker at center ice. Walker tries to feed a pass. It gets caught by the T-Birds and sent back in. Deep, 2:34 remaining. Picked up behind the net by Barry. Sent up the wall to Holly. Holly tips it ahead. And it's picked up by Miller. Miller's going to go through center. And he gets knocked away and sent back to Barry. Barry sends it in deep, 2:19 remaining. It's sent back up the wall, all the way in front, all the way at center ice. Dedrick able to knock it back the other direction, and now the T-Birds send it back the other way for icing. 2:06 remaining And we are down by 1. And we'll keep our eye on Jonah here to see if we pull him out to add an extra attacker. .206 remaining, third period. Jonah is still in net. Maggard taking the draw. T-Birds in the draw and send it back up the wall. Gets caught by Barry, who sends it back in. T-Birds get it. Send it back the other direction. Sent it back in by Davis. T-Birds pick it back up. Maggard with a hit there. Barry sends it back in deep. It's just going back and forth. This time Barry changes directions here with his feet. And it pops out free. And Woods is there to send it back through neutral. It hits the stick of a Thunderbird and goes back in Thunderbird territory. Maggard with a hit on the big boy. Tied up with Davis. Davis and Maggard have him on the boards. They try to feed a pass over to Barry, but it goes through center ice there. Woods takes down the Thunderbird. And got a whistle with 1:15 remaining. Offside. Off the ball, back to Barry. Barry sends up to Miller. Miller feeds a nice pass over to Holly. Holly tries to tip it ahead. T-Bird's able to tip it back to neutral. On the stick of Adkins. T-Birds knock it away. They get around Miller. They're able to back in deep into our territory. Sent back to T-Bird's defender who puts a shot on. And they're not able to get that rebound. It goes to the corner. But sent back out. Jonah puts his stick on it. Sends it to Barry. Barry backhands it to Miller. Miller tries to feed a pass to Adkins, but it's hit the stick. And he tries to feed a pass to Adkins or Holly there, but it gets tipped by a Thunderbird, sent back the other direction. Jonah is out of the net. 15 seconds remaining. Thunderbirds get it, and they put a long shot on, and they score. With a turnover at center ice, Thunderbirds seal the deal with 9.6 seconds left in the game. So turnover at center ice leads to a Thunderbirds empty net goal. So they're going to walk away with this one. Thunderbirds control, the clock ticks down, 3 seconds left, off the wall, back into Dedrick, and we got a whistle blown. Are they going to call the game? Or we're going to, yeah. All right, game over. Here, final score. Thunderbirds 4. West Virginia Wild 2. So we'll shake hands and regroup. We'll be back here at 5:30 for the second game. And there is another game in between this. It is the 12U team, Wild playing the Miami Redhawks. They play at 4 and 7 today. If you're in the area and you want to stop by, those will be good games to watch. And otherwise, I'll see you back here at 5:30. Thanks for watching.